If you survived abandonment, betrayal, or loss that nearly destroyed you, and you're watching this video right now, Dolores Cannon discovered something that will change how you see your entire life. Your worst trauma wasn't punishment, it was preparation. And the type of trauma you survived reveals exactly what you came here to do. This isn't about healing anymore. This is about activation. For years, you've probably been trying to heal from what happened to you. Therapy, self-help books, spiritual practices, all trying to make the pain go away. But what if I told you that pain wasn't meant to disappear? What if it was meant to transform you? Dolores Cannon spent 45 years working with souls under deep hypnosis, and she discovered a pattern that changed everything. The volunteers, souls who came here to help Earth's transition, don't choose easy lives. They choose training grounds. Every trauma you survived wasn't random. It was a customized curriculum designed by your higher self. And here's what the medical world and even most spiritual teachers won't tell you. The specific type of trauma you experienced corresponds to a specific mission you came here to complete. Abandonment trains you for one mission. Betrayal trains you for another. And catastrophic loss, that trains you for the most advanced mission of all. Today, I'm going to show you the 3 major trauma types Dolores documented and what each one reveals about your sacred work on this planet. Trauma Type 1, abandonment. If your deepest wound is abandonment, a parent who left, people who disappeared when you needed them, feeling invisible or forgotten, here's what Dolores discovered. You were being trained to find the abandoned ones. Your mission involves people who feel unseen, the homeless, the foster children, the elderly in nursing homes, the addicts everyone gave up on. You know exactly how it feels to be invisible. And that's not a wound, that's a credential. You can reach people no one else can reach because you've been where they are. Your specific mission, anchoring presence for the forgotten. When you walk into a room, people who feel invisible suddenly feel seen. That's not coincidence, that's your frequency. What this looks like in action, you might work in social services, hospice, or recovery programs. You might be called to volunteer with marginalized communities, or your mission might be energetic, simply holding space for the unseen in your daily life. The key, stop trying to heal your abandonment, start using it. Trauma Type 2, betrayal. If your core wound is betrayal, someone you trusted destroyed you, a partner who cheated, a friend who backstabbed you, a system that failed you, Dolores found this pattern. You were being trained to restore trust in broken systems. Your mission involves rebuilding what's been corrupted. You're here to show people that integrity still exists, that loyalty is possible, that not everyone lies. Your specific mission, being the person who doesn't betray. In a world where everyone cuts corners, breaks promises, and looks out for themselves, you're the one who keeps your word even when it costs you. That's not naivety, that's power. What this looks like in action, you might reform broken institutions from within. You might mentor people who've lost faith in humanity. You might build new systems based on radical transparency. Or your mission might be relational, being the one trustworthy person in people's lives. The key, your betrayal taught you what not to be. Now become the opposite, consciously. Trauma Type 3, catastrophic loss. If you've experienced devastating loss, death of a loved one, loss of identity, complete life collapse, everything falling apart at once, Dolores called this the Phoenix Protocol. You were being trained to guide others through death and rebirth, not necessarily physical death, but ego death, identity death, old life death. Your mission involves holding space for people in their darkest hour. When someone's entire world is ending, you're the one who can say, I know, I've been there, and I'm going to show you what's on the other side. Your specific mission, death doula for the old world. Right now, millions of people are experiencing the collapse of everything they knew: jobs, relationships, belief systems, identities, and they're terrified. You're not, because you've already died and come back. What this looks like in action: you might work in grief counseling, end-of-life care, or crisis intervention. You might guide people through divorce, career changes, or spiritual awakenings. You might write, speak, or create content about transformation. Or your mission might be alchemical, transmuting others' pain through your presence. The key: your loss wasn't the end of your story. It was the beginning of your mission. Now, you might be thinking, I've experienced all 3 of these traumas. What does that mean? According to Dolores, if you've survived multiple major traumas, you have a multi-layered mission. You're not here for one small task. You're here for systemic transformation. But here's how to identify your primary mission right now. Ask yourself these 3 questions. Question 1, which trauma still makes you cry when you think about it? Not from pain, but from the meaning of it. The trauma that still moves you emotionally is the one connected to your active mission. If abandonment still brings tears, you're being called to the abandoned. If betrayal still stings, you're being called to restore integrity. If loss still aches, you're being called to guide transitions. Your emotion is your compass. Question 2, which type of person's pain do you feel most intensely? When you see someone experiencing abandonment, betrayal, or loss, which one makes your chest tighten? Which one makes you want to do something immediately? That's your trauma signature, recognizing its match. You feel their pain most deeply because you're designed to help them specifically. Question 3, what do people always come to you for help with? Look at the pattern of what people ask you about. Do they come when they feel invisible and need to be seen? Do they come when trust is broken and they need hope? Do they come when life is falling apart and they need guidance? People unconsciously know what you're here to do. They can feel your frequency. They don't know why they're drawn to you for that specific thing, but you do now. That repetitive request, that's your mission knocking. So, you've identified your trauma type and your mission category. Now what? Dolores gave specific instructions for volunteers who've identified their mission but don't know how to start. Here are the 3 practical steps. Step 1, document your journey. Get a journal or open a document on your computer. Write down your trauma story, but not as a victim. Write it as a training manual. Frame it like this: what I survived, trauma. What it taught me, lessons. Who I can now help because of this, specific type of person. What I can offer that someone who didn't survive this can't, unique gifts. This isn't therapy. This is mission prep. You're not healing your past, you're weaponizing it for good. Step 2, identify one person this month. You don't need to quit your job and start a nonprofit tomorrow. Your mission starts with one person. Look around your life right now. Who is experiencing the same trauma you survived? A coworker going through abandonment, a family member processing betrayal, a friend navigating catastrophic loss? Reach out to them this week, not with advice, not with fixing, just with, "I see you, I've been there, I'm here." That's it. That's your mission activated. One conversation, one moment of presence, one person who feels less alone. Dolores said the entire planetary shift happens one soul at a time. You don't change the world, you change one person's world, then another, then another. Step 3. Create a sacred offering. Your mission needs a container. This could be a weekly support group, even just 3 people, a social media account sharing your journey, volunteering 2 hours a week with your specific population, writing a blog post about what you learned, creating art that expresses your transformation, simply becoming the safe person in your community. It doesn't have to be big, it has to be consistent. Dolores emphasized volunteers activate their missions through repetition, not intensity. Small actions repeated create massive energetic shifts. Choose one offering you can do regularly. That's your mission anchor. Here's what Dolores documented happens when volunteers accept their mission instead of just healing their trauma. Shift 1. Your trauma stops haunting you, not because you healed it, but because you used it. The pain that had no purpose now has direction, and purposeful pain transforms into power. Shift 2. Abundance starts flowing. Not necessarily money, though often yes, but opportunities, connections, resources. The universe supports active missions. When you're just healing, you're in receiving mode. When you're missioning, you're in flow mode. Everything you need starts appearing. Shift 3. You stop feeling alone. The moment you accept your mission, you start attracting your team. Other volunteers on the same frequency, people who've survived similar trauma and are ready to work. Your tribe isn't found through healing circles. Your tribe is found on the mission field. Shift 4. Symptoms calm down. Remember all those ascension symptoms? The fatigue, the anxiety, the physical pain? Dolores found they intensify when you resist your mission, and they calm when you step into it. Your body was never trying to heal. It was trying to activate you. The moment you say yes to your mission, your nervous system exhales. So here's what I need you to do right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, now. Pause this video. Take out your phone or a piece of paper. Write down which trauma type is yours: abandonment, betrayal, or loss. One person in your life right now who is experiencing that same trauma. One action you will take this week to reach out to them. That's it. 3 sentences, but those 3 sentences are your mission activated. And then, this is important, come back to the comments and write only this: mission accepted. That's your public declaration. That's you telling your higher self, the universe, and Dolores Cannon's legacy, I'm not just healing anymore, I'm working. Dolores said the volunteers would know when it was time. If you're watching this video, it's time. Your trauma wasn't wasted. Your pain wasn't pointless. You were being built for this. Now go do it.